previously classified files of the U.S. Customs Service. They contain dramatic recreations and, whenever possible, actual surveillance footage. Today's criminals are violent, unpredictable, and armed to the teeth. But U.S. Customs has two very powerful weapons to use against them: courage and dedication. I'm Stephen J. Cannell, and you're about to meet some of U.S. Customs' bravest men and women. They've risked their lives, suffered the loss of fellow officers, and still, they remain resolved to fight the good fight. These are true stories from the files of U.S. Customs Classified. Today on U.S. Customs Classified, the tragic story of lives lost and dreams destroyed. Haitian refugees are thrown to their death by the very men they paid to bring them to freedom. Plus, a high-speed car chase starts a series of events that puts a female customs agent's life on the line. And a special tribute to the two customs agents who died in the Oklahoma bombing, as remembered by their friends and loved ones. Drug lords don't usually transport their illegal narcotics themselves. It's too risky. Instead, they use couriers called mules, appropriately named for the fact that they're weighted down like pack animals with heavy goods and the heavy responsibility, and ultimately, they'll be the ones to pay the heavy price if they're caught. It's no wonder that they try and come up with ingenious ways to hide their drugs. Houston International Airport. Inspector Danny Swiden became suspicious of a woman attempting to clear customs.
When I looked at her passport, the passport was not right. The passport picture from the owner was removed. Her picture was placed in it, and they tried to put the seal back on the picture where it belongs, and it didn't match up. And as I went through her passport, I asked her for airline tickets.
You have a ticket for an ongoing destination?
Si.
Where?
Germany.
Germany.
Si.
All of a sudden, I was alerted because of here I have a lady in front of me traveling to Europe. The money that she had did not match her travel that she was going to go to Germany on. So I referred her to the back.
Pass, please.
We got her pulled back into our hard secondary area where she was searched.
Manos arriba. Vuélvete. Este open, por favor.
Inspector Ramos patted her down and found the girdles of cocaine.
15.2 pounds.
Special Agent Nigel Brooks was called in to question the woman and persuade her to help them bring down the drug dealers who were using her.
We wanted her to go to Germany, deliver the cocaine, and cooperate with the German authorities so that we could arrest the people the cocaine was for.
Brooks immediately contacted Customs Representative Jim McElwain at the U.S. Embassy in Bonn, Germany.
Yeah, Nigel.
Early one morning, I received a phone call from Nigel Brooks. He was asking me, was it possible for a controlled delivery for the narcotics from the United States to be transported to Germany? Nigel Brooks proceeded from Texas the following day to Frankfurt, Germany. This was the first time that we worked a controlled delivery from the United States to Europe. The problem is that we weren't sure if there was any other people waiting for her at the airport. Sometimes there's a person who looks to see if there's anything out of the norm when couriers are flying from one country to the other. She was gently guided to this one taxi that was in control of the German customs. She left the airport area and proceeded on to Frankfurt, where in turn she went to the hotel. We followed the cab with one car, and we set up at the hotel in Frankfurt. We let her enter the hotel, register herself, and go to her room. Based on prior experience, we know eventually a phone call would come in for the next meeting. She waited a short period of time and received this call.
Answer.
Sí, cómo no. Enseguida voy. Si quiere encontrarme, estoy en el café de al lado.
I was requested to leave the hotel and go next door to a restaurant to meet this individual and another gentleman for dinner.
Let's go.
In the restaurant, she met two individuals, one Hispanic, one German.
They were both part of organized crime in Frankfurt. One was an ex-Frankfurt police officer. The German authorities apparently had been looking at them for some time. They were supplying drugs to the red light district there in Frankfurt. You try and organize controlled deliveries in such a way that there's not going to be any danger. There's always a chance.
When the suspect appeared to reach for a weapon, agents moved in.
Put your hands on your head. Put your hands behind your back.
Luckily, none of the suspects were armed.
We've done controlled deliveries all over the United States, but the first time ever to Germany. And I think the Germans were very pleased with the outcome.
We worked together as a team, and the final result was 8 people were arrested and 7 kilograms were seized, all in a matter of 2 or 3 days.
For her cooperation in the case, the courier, Maria Escobar, received a reduced sentence for drug trafficking. Nigel Brooks continues to serve as a senior special agent in the Houston area.